I'm a bad boy.
Twitch gifted 10 subscriptions to the community.
Hello? Can you guys hear me? Chat? Apparently I lost my mic again. I was talking and saying thank you to Captain. And it was fucking... all of my sound shit has just, like, deleted itself. It's so annoying. Okay, apparently it's fixed now. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me. That's great. Captain, thank you for your generosity once again. You're an incredible human. Thank you so much. Also, we're good today. I'm ready to game. I'm ready to play some silly D&D. I forgot my character's voice. I'll remember it eventually. And, what else? I went to Dressmart today, which used to be really great, like, as a clearance mall. Like, all of the other malls would send all of their last-of-the-line stuff there to their stores. But now it's, like, a weird... It's weird because there's, like, actual clearance shops. And then there's, like, Calvin Klein, which is not a clearance store. I don't know. Maybe it is Calvin Klein clearance. But, like, it's all, like, really upper-class stores amongst, like... end-of-the-line stores. It doesn't make sense to me, but I bought one whole item for myself. I bought a jacket and I'm wearing it and I love it. I'm glad I bought it because I really nearly talked myself out of it. Is it just an outlet mall now? I think you're right. It used to be a clearance mall and we used to be able to get a whole bunch of shit there for cheap. But now I got a jacket and I bought my partner 2 pairs of pants because someone, not naming names, got fiberglass all over their nice pair of pants. You know, sometimes you gotta do crafting activities, but we've talked about that these pants are not for crafting activities, you know? They're for fucking wearing in non-crafting activities environments, not working on your car environments. But yeah, how are you, Superstream? How are you, Captain? How are you, Order? Order by Billy Noah. Also, sorry I didn't message you back, Order, today. We've been flat out because we had, there's this thing in New Zealand called inorganics. And it basically means that someone's gonna come from the council to pick up a whole bunch of stuff that we're, like, needing rehoused. It's not, like, usable for us anymore. So we've just been busy emptying the house of crap, doing that mall shop. I tried to buy a cupboard and my partner talked me out of it, because I want better storage. Oh, okay, Captain, fingers crossed for you. I'm doing okay. That's good to hear, Superstorm. How are you finding Gummy's new episodes? So lit, am I right?
Are we ready? Are we ready, Quinn? Are we ready, Quinn?
Alright, team. Looks like we're ready enough. Welcome to the one shot today. Yeah. Is it my mic break? No, it's still working. Fucking hell, I swear Logitech did an update and all of my everything just went, hey, OBS doesn't know you anymore.
Oh god, that was kind of amusing the other day actually.
I literally haven't feel ready today. I was trying to say thanks to Captain and it fucking broke. Hello.
Okay. Hello. How we doing?
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi, chat! I know Bex has been saying hi, but I'm going to say hi anyway. Bex, have you got your dice?
Yeah, so I got
Cool.
all of these ones selected today.
Excellent. Roll me a death saving throw.
Okay.
What?
I got a 2. What the fuck?
That was attention.
I got 2 natural 20s and a 3. So
I think you're safe.
I think I live. I got natural 20 on my big one too.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's not even my biggest dice, but it's a big one.
Anyway! Hi. How we doing?
So aggressive.
I mean, you know, probably time to get this thing moving. We were scheduled for an hour ago, but hey, tech shit happens. Okay. So yes, hello chat. We're going to get into it, if that is all right with the players.
Yes.
Yep.
Hi then, and welcome to day 2 of the Unsullied Skies tournament here in Falwyn. Now, yesterday, in game,
In-game
not
universe.
yesterday, you know, here in our world, Gubbins Fall attended the inaugural tournament here, celebrating almost 100 years of the country's founding and clear blue skies, something they were not familiar with from their homeworld. They competed in a number of events, including an exhibition match against Starseeker Zagar, who they managed to get on the back foot and almost tumble over through some rather impressive teamwork, thus managing to get a share of the prize alongside the Cerulean Dawn for just about making him lose his footing.
Yeah.
You were introduced to a number of visiting nobles from other countries, as well as a swathe of adventuring companies, both from here and afar. And the competition began. You guys competed in a number of different events, including the archery. We had the foot race, which that went a number of ways, including, I think, finishing out we had a grease spell. We had a flying pooping horse.
We sure did.
Poison
That
gas.
was in
The
the horse
sweet
race, not the
storm
foot
with
race.
No, this was in the foot race.
That's for the foot race, yeah.
This
Oh
wasn't
no,
the foot
you're right.
race.
I did poop
Yeah,
on the track.
and then we had the
Well, my
stinking
horse did.
cloud at the end. And then after that we had the horse race, which somehow, because dice are dice, one of the Gubbins Fall company managed to infiltrate the tournament stables, wild shape himself into a horse, and basically sabotage the lead racer.
Good times.
Yeah.
Because the lead racer was going to cast haste on their horse, and he decided to pretend he'd had the slow spell cast on him. So there were lots of bits of nonsense and shenanigans, but at the end of the day, Gubbins Fall came out with 12 honours, which has put them in currently 3rd place.
Ooh.
The 2 companies ahead of you are a group known as MVPs and Cerulean Dawn. There are a couple that are very close behind you, including the Maw of Justice, and I think it was Umara's Folly. But you have enough of a lead at the moment where it's probably only the 5 of them in the lead at the moment, especially with the idea of how many competitions you might be competing in today. But at the end of the day, you sort of took a little bit of rest, relaxation, didn't get too wild. Didn't really participate in too much. She had some feasts, she had some stories. I think once again, Whipley did you see Lord Prasio again, I think?
I went and sat next to him because he kept staring at the
Because he was
dragon
watching Yeah, because Varric from the Cerulean Dawn was in the
Yeah.
tent doing something, yeah, and he always seemed to be around him and looking disapprovingly.
Ripley was like,
Um,
I want to know, but I don't know how to fucking get to
Don't know
that
how to
part of the
approach that.
conversation, so she just left.
yeah. I believe Karina was you were stories, weren't you? You were listening to stories, telling stories, being involved
Yeah.
around the feast table. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Inalog, let's just say Inalog went looking for some booty. But two of the three of them did see shady figures hanging around the tents. Karina deciding, nope, I'm not having any part of that. It's safer here, and this is where the stories are. And Inalog managed to stumble across King Amandrine
And Bordrin.
and Borodrid of Orochi, and followed one of the cloaked figures out into the shadows between the tents, where they did turn to look at you and just whispered ominously to you, "Gubbins fall?" To which you were, "Yes, and who are you?" And it's like, "You'll find out soon enough." And then disappeared in a poof of mist. So there's, we've got our nice, fun, happy times, but as always, there's always nefarious figures lurking in the shadows wanting to do awkward things. But that might be a story for another time. So, as day 2 dawns, yourself and the other adventuring companies are all drawn into the big arena once more, assembled in your ranks. We have 4 today. Now, we've got 2 returning competitors from last time. So, Whipley and Karina, if you'd like to do a quick introduction description of yourselves, please.
Look, I'm Chrysanthemum Whipley, but I only go by Whipley. None of these guys know my first name, and that's how it's gonna stay.
So just Whipley, yeah.
It's just Whipley. Whipley is a Sigourney Weaver wannabe, who has a big cowgirl energy. She looks like Sigourney Weaver in holes, specifically.
Oh my god, one of
I
my
love that-
favorite representations.
I love that specific reference.
That's
like she's
she
specifically
looks
this
looks
version.
like this version of Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, I
um,
love it.
But she's pretty badass, and she's she likes her horse, and she don't take no nonsense. She's not interested in making friends. She's interested in winning. She likes money.
Part of the reason you guys are all here.
Chrysanthemum.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and you've got a lovely horse.
I got a lovely
Right.
horse too. I said
That could go over the
Appaloosa.
track.
It's
Is
just a
her
little
name
Appaloosa
Ripley,
horsey.
As in Ripley?
Yes, but it's
Yeah,
That's amazing. I
but
love
she
that
uses
so
whips.
yeah.
Like
Yep.
whipped cream, Whiplly.
Yeah, there's no subtlety to this. All right,
I love
let's
this
just
so
be very
much.
clear.
Originally, Whipley was going to be
Subtlety.
a very hot man with a whip, and then it just sort of evolved into. I just want to play Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
To a very
I
hot
mean,
woman
hey,
with
look,
whip,
let's
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest. Amongst us, who wouldn't want to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
of course.
So that brings us to Karina.
Yes, Karina is a satyr. She is a swashbuckling valor bard who is very thrilled to be here and rubs shoulders with the best of the best. And
Best of what's left.
yeah,
Say about me.
and yeah, nothing super complicated to it. She's just like, what better place to find adventurers than a tournament?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that brings us to our other 2 competitors who have shown up today. Also 2 returning characters. They weren't here at the tournament, well, the last tournament session. They were clearly here, but they are stepping to the fore today. So returning from previous sessions, we have Tomothy, if you would.
Hi guys, I'm Tomothy Spratchett. Now, I'm a permanent member of my favorite band, the B Team. You've tried the best, now try the rest. We are we believe very hardly in communal living, in communism. You know, we're great, and we're happy to be here. Thanks, gang.
I like how you just had to sneak communism in.
Yeah, no, his voice dropped, so he was almost like trying to hide it and sneak it in there. Yeah.
Oh,
It's great to have you.
Tomothy.
I look forward to many conversions. I mean, making new friends.
That's how friendship works, isn't it?
Yep.
Which brings us to our last member of the party today, Olaf. It's Olaf, isn't it? You're Olaf today? You're Olaf, yeah.
Play off today. Hello, I'm Olaf. I'm a very short, chubby dwarf with a very fancy-looking bowler hat on top of his head, monocle. He has white fingerless gloves. He doesn't like to get dirty, but you know, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going a little bit. But he's very properly dressed. Looks almost like a butler, but you can sense he's got a nobility to him. He carries himself well and speaks in a very educated manner. That's him.
All right, cool. So yeah, gathered about you are several other members. Of
Do we
Government
did successfully get long rests, right? For those who are
Yeah. You've had a long rest overnight. So
Floppy.
the other thing that'll happen is between the events today, you can consider yourself to have a short rest between
Got it.
each event as well.
love it.
But yeah, your resources will have to last you all day, but you will get a short rest between each event.
That works for me.
Yeah, so there are other members of Gubbins Fall here in the arena with you, but they are ancillary to what's going on right now. And the other adventuring companies as well. After the events of last night, Inalog's not here. Karina is. I will say, I mean, Inalog is kind of around.
Yeah.
They will notice that one of the adventuring companies that's sort of off to the side all seem to be bedecked in these similar cloaks and cowls that these shadowy individuals from last night were wearing. Just quietly off to the side, all formed up into ranks. It's just a note. They are there, and they are very clearly competing. They're not just here, they are actually a competitive adventuring company.
One of them lost to me in the foot race.
That's right, yeah.
Yep.
One of them was actually in the foot race, yeah. Okay. So after sort of a little bit of an opening spiel, delivered incredibly awkwardly that I'm not going to do today by King Amandrine, he does sort of express his excitement about day 2, and hopefully can follow up with how exciting, day 1 was, and good luck to all competitors. We hope to see you in the grand melee finale. Good luck! And, with that, the gates open and people start filtering out towards the events. Also making room here in the primary arena for the first event of the day, which is the chariot race. So, we have the option here, which is because I'm just going to dive into them, because from the sounds of it, we've got a few events to get through today. How many of you want to compete in the chariot race? Because you can have 2 people per chariot.
How many horses are in a chariot?
2.
Guys, I have a plan.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Plan.
Although, first off, somehow my brain, I literally cannot for the life of me remember what I called the horse, and I did not write it down.
Dot.
It was Dot. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
That was why I gave you the opening about you've also got this lovely horse.
My brain is like, I remember I made an Appaloosa. Why did
I'm
I
pretty
kept
sure
thinking
it was Dot.
I called
It was
her
Dot.
Maggie because I had a friend growing up who had an Appaloosa called Maggie, but
Oh, okay.
no, it's Dot.
This one was Dot, yeah.
Team. Could be me and Dot. Y'all know I could turn into a horse, so we could swing it.
We could. Who would be the?
I'm just saying. Well, the thing is, we could also just do this nice and clean, and actually, like I've got decent. I can talk to an animal pretty well.
I first of all just want to see how many people are competing so I can tell you the rules.
Is there a combat portion of this chariot race?
That's why I need to know how many people
We
are
go up
competing
and
so I
read
can
the
let
sign.
you know.
Oh,
Last time there was signs
Okay.
that did say the rules, and we never read
Yes.
them.
The chariot race is 2 people per chariot. You may enter more than one person, more than one group per company. So if all 4 of you wanted to compete, you could. This is not just a race. This will be determined very similar to the horse race, where it's more about, instead of me working out speed and who crosses the line first, it's about an amount of distance traveled over the course of a few rounds. However, the difference with the chariot race is, yes, you can be aggressive. No harm or attacks may come to the horses, and should anything happen to the horses in that way, the offending party will be disqualified immediately. You may attack the people on the chariots and the chariot itself. Should the chariot sustain a certain amount of damage, it will slow down.
Okay.
So it is also a form of a destruction derby.
Hmm.
No worries, stop. Thank you for being here.
But yeah, the main caveat is you cannot and should not attack or do damage to
That
the
doesn't
horses.
say I can't be the horse.
Nope.
However, can we cast like a spell at the horse that doesn't do damage to him?
I guess you can try that and find out.
Fuck.
It did say it was-
The rule
Yes.
quite
Yes.
the rule says
What are your guys? How do you feel about animals, in a general sense?
I mean, I love
Of course.
animals. I do enjoy animals.
So you're decent when you handle them?
I don't say I handle them, I like them, but I don't say I'm decent with them handling them.
Okay, understood. What did
I've
you
got
say?
much experience with farm animals. Much ranching, horses and pigs, definitely.
Yeah, gotta feed the
uh,
people, I suppose.
Yep, you gotta feed the people. A
Mhm.
lot of plowing, a lot of sickles going around.
A lot of sickles, he says. Okay. Can you handle them at
Some.
high speed?
I can definitely swing my hammer.
Karina?
Something of a way with animals as she, shakes one of her legs a little bit.
Okay. My proposition to y'all is that me and Dot can be the horses, which will give you an inherent advantage because I can communicate with Dot, you can communicate with me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand common when you're a horse?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a magical
understand
horse
common.
woman, so yes, I can.
understand,
I
maybe
don't
can't
know.
talk.
No, can't
Yeah.
reply, can't
Okay.
disagree,
Yeah.
but you'll know if I disagree because I'll shit on you.
Mm-hmm. Then yeah, I'll join the competition.
All right. Well, if there are 4 of
Now-
us, and if
yeah.
one of you is the horse, then that means that one of us will not
Someone
be competing.
has to sit out. That's correct. You can either do 2 chariots of 2 each, or if someone wants to be the horse, that means unfortunately one of you does have to sit out.
Can any of you else be horses?
I
I
cannot
don't think we
unless
can.
Timothy,
Unless
you
we
said
have-
summon steed at the start of the fucking game.
I do have summoned steed, but I don't.
Oh,
I think we
oh.
were told that. I think that when I tried that earlier, they explicitly told me that is disallowed.
is it disallowed here?
But is disallowed here though?
I don't read no
Well,
signs
I guess
that
we can
says
find
no.
out. I'm gonna go talk to a judge.
Because then you
Okay.
could at least have one horse that you know.
provided
Excuse me.
provided your steed does not exceed the stats of a warhorse,
Oh.
then it's allowed. Only if that. If it exceeds in any way the stats of a standard warhorse, then it is not allowed. And I do regret to inform you that I believe Dot has a slightly faster speed.
Shut your mouth.
So
Damn it. She does. She's a quick horse.
you asked for it.
I
gave it to
did,
you.
I did.
However, in this particular circumstance,
Uh,
because the horses need to be the same. The two horses that are pulling the chariot need to be the same.
Cause she's a
Fine Steed does
So-
actually, it is Warhorse stats.
Warhorse is an option for Fine Steed, yes.
But it's a second level spell.
It is, and you don't get them back. On
And
a
I
short
don't
rest.
get him back on a short rest.
I will say, if we do use one chariot, Karina, you would have more. You have more of a combat capabilities, so you would be more useful than I am.
Yes, this will
Better
also.
when I have maneuvering room, but I can hold my own.
This is also one of those events where outside interference will not be allowed.
Okay.
As in, we
Just-
cannot
just-
buff.
Just
from
so
the
we're clear,
stands.
outside interference during the chariot race will not be allowed.
God damn it.
Friendly fire will not be tolerated. You got it.
Like other races, other events have allowed a little bit of that. This is one of those ones where because a little bit of force and excessive, potential violence is allowed, outside interference is not.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
It's like
um,
Whipley is going to be one horse, and the
Mhm.
summoned steed is going to be the other horse because Dot's not allowed.
mhm.
So Tomothy would need to be one of the drivers, or like
I'm
the driver.
okay sitting out if you guys want to do your plan.
But if it's your steed, I don't know if
Right.
it'll listen to anyone else.
May
No,
I
yeah,
also recommend that anybody who has proficiency in animal handling or land vehicles be the one who is,
I
Yeah,
mean, I
guiding the
tried to
party.
ask that in character, but out of character.
Try to
Okay.
imply
Oh,
that I
meditation.
have proficiency. It's just not great.
Okay.
I
I-
do not have
proficiency immediately gives you a bonus to your modifier.
Okay.
That
Well,
is
it's
the
a
thing.
+4, so
Mine's a
And
plus
I do have
6. So if I'm
Yeah, rude,
not
yeah.
the horse, I could just.
The thing being,
Be
the
in
way I will be
control.
operating this is it doesn't matter what your modifier is. What matters is the fact that you have proficiency in either animal handling or land vehicles.
I
I
have
just have
proficiency
half
in animal
proficiency.
handling.
Yeah, which
How about we increase our? Hear me out. How about we increase our odds? If we have, like 2 chariots in the race, then that means we get more honor points, right? If we get first, third, second, whatever. So
Yeah.
It's true. We could podium both of us.
if me and Karina, you on one, me on the other, whichever, you can have the spirit horse if you like. So you and Tomothy take that one. Me and Olaf.
Can we,
Take the
are
other.
there
I'll
horses
just
that
take
we are allowed
normal
to use
horses.
provided to us?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is.
absolutely.
Oh, well, then let's just take a regular horse and I can save a second level spell for combat.
Oh. Ooh.
Like, yeah, it'll look pretty if it's a spectral horse, but
Okay. 2 horses.
I need to
and-
redistribute
two-
that second level spell to someone's face.
Sorry, Dot. You're gonna have to sit this one out. And she sits.
Literally sits. Yeah,
Yeah, my horse knows
Yep.
how to sit like a dog. She just sits.
absolutely.
Luna.
I just wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
You're playing D&D with Bex. Please.
How do we what do we feel, team? Are we fucking we'll just go home. Let's go.
I
Oh,
guess
I
you're
kinda agree.
going big.
Okay.
I can cast certain spells that can affect the drivers.
I can
Alright.
also do that.
So I will then compete. I can't do any damage to the chariot itself, but I can at least cause some chaos with the drivers holding them.
Okay, so pair off for me. Who's with who?
I think
I don't
Olaf
have
is with
proficiency,
Whipley.
so
Sorry.
So I'll be with Whipley, and then Karina
Whipley and
is
Olaf.
with Timothy.
Okay.
Because I have
Whipley.
half proficiency in aim and handling, not full proficiency.
And
I have
these
full
also-
proficiency in kicking ass.
Karina and Timothy. Okay. So that's what we're doing?
Yep.
You're entering 2 chariots, and it's, Whipley and Olaf and Karina and Timothy.
Do they have a chariot that has a step stool for a halfling?
Yes. Sure.
Outstanding. I wanted to make sure that it was accessible.
They cater to all types here.
Good.
Okay. So, we good?
Yep.
I'm
So
with like
you're,
a box so that my guard can see over the sides of the chariot.
That they can have a little. You can have a chariot that has a little step bit at the front across the around the face of the guard. That's fine.
Well, it's like Gimli in Lord of the Rings, like, ugh, ugh.
Well, because if I'm
What's
the one
happening out there?
driving, Timothy
Mostly.
is the one protecting me, and if he can't see what's going on, that's not ideal.
Whipley has a plan.
No, I just.
Well, I
I'm
described
Or-
allowed
it
to.
to you.
I'm allowed to cast spells on the
Or would
horses.
you like a
right?
box?
I'm allowed to cast spells on the horses.
Nope.
Non-offensive spells.
No, on our horses, like nice spells.
Oh.
As
Like
long
hate?
as long as the horses are not directly targeted and damaged, your opponent's horses are not directly targeted, and the horses are not damaged via attack or incidental AOE of any kind.
Mhm.
You want to cast spells on the horses? You can try it and see what happens. Reminder: you do have the overseers on their little floating gears, who are going to be watching this.
Look, the reality
So you can
is,
certainly give it a go.
The reality is someone else is gonna fucking do it, so I'm doing it. But I'm just gonna do it at the start.
There's a good chance. There is a good chance. Okay. So we sit.
Right. Can we like brush like? I was trying to like brush the horse or try to pat it down, but like secretly cast Longstrider. I was thinking about Longstrider.
Copycat.
You want to secretly cast Longstrider?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm
If
gonna
it-
get you.
Are you doing it
If
at level
it's-
2? Because that's both horses. Because it's a 2-horse team.
Did Longstrider
Yeah.
allow you to? Okay, it does.
Yeah, it does
upcast,
upcast.
can't you, to get my token?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can give me a sleight of hand or a deception check. Your
I
choice.
will do deception.
We'll have to
I
find
could
some
call it a
music for
performance as
Raven.
well if you'd like. Actually, either
Oh, actually, performance.
any one of those 3.
Can I do performance?
I will allow any one of those 3.
Okay. Performance. I have a much bigger. That is a 21.
Cool, because you needed to beat a 20.
Thank God for modifier.
Because I just rolled and went, oh boy, that's a good roll. All right. So Longstrider lasts plenty of time. So that's
Yeah,
an hour.
Longstrider goes on both horses, which gives them an extra
10
I
feet.
think it's 10 feet.
10 feet.
I was literally looking at doing the same spell.
Okay, and you cast that at level 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Both horses.
Noted. All right. Okay. Any other preparations you guys want to do? Because we want to get this chariot race started very shortly. This chariot destruction derby.
Karina, if you had to rate your vitality on a scale of 1 to 100, what would you roughly say that it would be?
Roughly put myself maybe a little over the halfway mark.
Okay, wonderful, okay. Good information. Thank you, I'm roughly about there too.
Should I be concerned that you're asking that?
No.
Okay.
I was just
as the
figuring out how what if I needed to use sanctuary.
as the race commences, I cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay. So you are going to be up against 4 other teams
Nice.
in this round. One of them from Bloodbath and Beyond. One from Riker's Red Hand. The MVPs and Cerulean Dawn are all entering in this round.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're the ones that are ahead
Thank
of us.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Cerulean Dawn are ahead of you, and MVPs are ahead of you, yes. So you've all been sort of matched up according to where about your honors are. There'll be another round after this, but I'm only going to worry about what you're doing. So, this is going to be very similar to the horse race. Every round, because there's 2 of you per chariot, you will get to choose what you want to do, and it's treated like you're an action, bonus action sort of thing. So it's kind of like a round of combat, but you get to decide what you're going to do. So as you all line up with your horses, you are done with your preparations?
Mhm.
Okay. And the race kicks off. So, for the first round, Whipley and Olaf, is there anything you want to do, or are you just gonna move? Basically, you get to move and dash the horse, and then you guys get to do what you want to do.
Okay.
So
I
for
think
your first round, you'd be going ordinarily
When?
140 unless you're interfered with.
Hear me out.
Yep.
I know Shillelagh is only for whips and clubs and quarterstaffs, but
Uh-huh.
it would be cool on a whip, so.
It would be cool on a whip. Whipley.
Schwipley. I cast Shillelagh on my whip. Please?
It's almost like you know that inner voice telling you that this isn't going to work, but you do it anyway.
Work?
It just cracks
No.
with magic and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, like it's
Aw.
temporarily infused with magic, but it's going to dissipate immediately and do nothing.
No.
Right.
I can dream.
That's right, you can, and you know that's a cool
I mean,
thing. But
technically, you could, like Indiana Jones style, wrap it around one of the wheels of the chariot and pop off a wheel.
Yeah, but it's not Shillelagh.
You can actually lead to it. It like breaks a spoke.
Look, that's my first turn, Olaf. You do what you want to do. I have plans. I will whip someone, but you know.
Olaf is going
Whip time.
to. He's got to hold. He's got to hold his action.
okay,
And whenever, if the Cerulean Dawn or the MVP chariot sprints before us, he's gonna cast Suggestion on one of the on the person that has the reins, to have him turn his chariot and crash it into the second place person.
And what if that's one of us?
Josh. He knows what he's doing.
He's gonna take either the Cerulean Dawn or the MVP and crash it into the other Cerulean Dawn or MVP person.
Love you, Gummy.
Bring the horses
Okay.
somehow.
Noted. So if Cerulean Dawn or MVP are
Mm-hmm.
in second place at the end of the first round.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and
Can
so
I-
Whipley did Shillelagh.
And then I
Bonus
have free
action?
action. Come on, boys! Yeah, I'm just cheering on these horses of mine because I got 2 geldings. One's black and has 3 socks, and it's got a really wide blaze that
Good luck,
goes over
Gummy.
one eye and makes one
Good
eye
luck.
a blue eye, and then the other one's nice and brown. And then the other horse is going to be a bay. With
Okay,
a really, it's like black mane tail, and really like black legs, and just a little snip of white on the end of its nose.
Bex is living her best horse girl life. I may have put a lot of horse-based content in this tournament specifically for a reason.
Wait, what horse are you? Okay, I'm gonna figure that out for you, my friend. Well, The other team. tells us
Okay,
what
so no bonus actions. That's what you guys are doing your first round.
to do.
All right,
We'll assume
Karina.
that's what they're doing.
Yeah, Karina, Timothy. First round. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna see where we stack within the, what our place is, and I'm gonna base what I'm doing off of that.
Okay.
Also, oh, sorry,
Of
go ahead.
keeping me safe. You're the one in charge of keeping me safe, so
Yep.
Karina's gonna cast heroism on you.
Oh my gosh, we had the same idea.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So none of you are launching any attacks against your opponents at this point.
Not at the
Excellent.
moment.
Okay,
We'll
you're
go
all-
to
you're
chaos.
all sort of
I
Turtling up and preparing.
do bonus action, use spirit totem, and us, our horses, and our friends, if they're within the 30-foot aura, are also going to get 7 temporary hit points and advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws while we're in the aura for
I was about to say
Wow.
that's only while you're in the aura,
a round,
though, right?
and then I can move it with my bonus action again.
Okay, yeah, because you guys are definitely moving faster than that. So,
But you got 7.
that's okay. So yeah, bare minimum you get seven hit points, temporary hit points. Okay.
What's my
so
temp HP, by the way,
Harold.
Karina?
Heroism
Stop. Any point from now.
is-
Spellcasting modifier.
which is 6.
Thank you kindly.
Aaron, miss, if you want to know
So-
what horse you
Right.
are, you say stop.
the 7
I'm gonna
then
run out of
from her
horses.
totem will overwrite that. So 7 is your temporary hit points then.
But you're immune to being frightened, so
Yes, there is that.
Today you an American saddlebred.
Ooh.
Okay. So Karina's casting heroism. What was Timothy doing? You were waiting.
I was waiting to see
For a handsome showy horse.
what was going on, and I was casting Shield of Faith on my friend Karina.
Okay. Yep. You're all defending up. Okay. So
You have a small, elegant head, Arrod, and you are
Other
anywhere
things
between
that are
15 to
happening.
16 hands high.
the first round,
That's for facts. We don't have time for more.
MVP are enhancing. Cerulean Dawn are enhancing. Riker's Red Hand and Bloodbath and Beyond are both going to attack to try and slow the other chariots down. So there's 5 other chariots now that we've got. 2 from here. It's a reroll. Well, Bloodbath and Beyond can't attack themselves, unfortunately. They are, however, going to attack Whipley and Olaf.
Come at me, boy.
Uh-oh.
One of the members of Bloodbath and Beyond sort of hefts a spear as your chariot sort of starts pulling out ahead of them, and he just throws it down to try and hit the wheel spokes of your chariot. So he's going to make an attack roll. You can try and react to this if you would like.
Can I react, use my whip to grab it and fling it away?
Sure.
That's-
You can make a dexterity check at disadvantage to see
Fuck
what
it.
happens.
I'm gonna do it.
You are going to because I've made an attack roll for him. We'll just make it a contested attack roll, and he's got a dirty 20.
Oof.
Ooh.
So you're gonna have to beat that at disadvantage.
I'm
But
gonna
I'm
try.
rooting for you.
9 divines be with me.
Was that a natural 1?
9.
Oh.
It's a
9.
natural 3.
So you've empowered your whip with the power of Shillelagh or Shwipley. And you flick it out as the as this orcish fellow from Bloodbath and Beyond heaves his spear at the wheel of your chariot, and whilst your whip sort of cracks against the haft of the spear, its momentum is a little too fast, and it does strike into the spokes of your wheel. It does 9 points of damage to your chariot.
How much life does our chariot have?
50.
50. Okay.
For every 10 points of damage that a chariot sustains, its speed slows. He got 1 point of damage shy of reducing your speed. Okay?
Wait, so if he had hit 10 damage?
If he did 10
reduced-
damage, your
Ah.
speed would have been reduced. Yep. That's how it works. Alright, and for Riker's red hand, he's actually attacking one of the drivers. Oh, he's going to have a crack at Cerulean Dawn. Okay, cool.
Good.
Oh, that's a good hit too. So Riker's red hand's chariot moves over towards Cerulean Dawn, which is actually starting to move out ahead of them, and he just swings an axe directly at the driver. The driver sort of sees it coming, and his partner steps in with a shield to try and block it, but unfortunately it's not quite fast enough and takes the blow to the arm. It's not enough to affect them, but one of the riders in their chariot is damaged. Towards the end of this round, Whipley and Olaf, you are currently out in the lead,
Yeah.
so nobody passes you.
Mhm.
So if you are holding suggestion,
Yep.
that spell fails.
Okay, so do I use that, or is it just
Yeah.
Ordinarily,
so-
the way if you are holding a spell, the way that works is you are getting you cast it, you are channeling that spell,
Okay.
and you release it as a reaction.
Okay.
If you don't want to do that, I understand, and we can say no.
Yeah.
But knowing that going forward, that's the way it's supposed to work.
Okay. Yeah. So then I
yeah,
don't want to. I don't want to
yeah.
do that then.
Yeah, if you choose to
Um,
hold a spell, regardless of whether it goes off or not, and meets the criteria or not, you spend that spell slot.
Could I instead use mending to mend the chariot?
You can try that next round because
Okay,
this is all happening about the same time.
Mhm.
So
Okay, yeah.
that damage would have come out about that same point.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to move us into the second round. Currently, Whitley and Olaf are ahead. We have Timothy. You're at that. MVP is almost tied with you though.
Okay.
Cerulean Dawn did have to slow a little bit because of the attack, but they are just about with Karina and Timothy. Okay, so going to the second round.
Mhm.
Whipley and Olaf.
Yep.
Start with you
Olaf.
again. What do you want to do?
Olaf is going to cast mending on the chariot to try to recover some of the hit points.
Okay, so make me an Arcana check.
Arcana? Alrighty.
Yep. The current damage. Let's say you need to beat a. God, that's not much. Beat a fucking 9. I don't care. Let's do it that way.
I got 13.
Okay, cool. What is your spellcasting proficiency? What's your
Spellcast-
spellcasting modifier? Sorry.
7.
Sorry, your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, modifier. 4. Sorry.
4. I was about to say. Huh?
Sorry. I thought you said
4.
spell attack.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean I said proficiency then immediately. Okay, so that's how much you restore. Is
Okay.
4. Okay. Whipley.
I bonus action move the totem forward,
Okay, cool.
so we're still in the aura.
So you still got advantage on
everyone's-
strength checks.
Everyone's got advantage on strength.
You can choose at this point. Oh no, they. Yeah. Karina and Timothy are just within range of that because it's a 30-foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it 30-foot diameter or 30-foot radius?
30-foot radius.
Okay, no, yeah, easy. Yep.
And then, so the people, how close behind us are they? They're like 5 feet.
MVP, they're within about 10 feet ish.
Because I can't.
They enhanced this themselves as well. They, much like Cerulean Dawn, they chose to take the turn to enhance themselves.
No, this will work. Whipley grabs the reins by one hand, and she looks behind her and she says, "See ya!" And she casts Gust and just pushes one of them off.
Okay.
It's medium to smaller creatures, so she's aiming for whichever little one is on that cart right now. I don't want them on the cart no more.
All right, they're both of a similar size, but that's okay. So what do I have to do for that?
Strength saving throw.
It's a strength saving throw.
Get off the cart.
You
You get eliminated if there's not 2 people, right?
Okay. 17.
Ah, that beats it.
Okay.
Look, I had a dream, guys.
Yeah, no, that's good. You ruffle the cloak, and the hood sort of flaps a little bit more than what it would be with the forward momentum anyway. But other than that, they look unruffled.
That's okay. We're concentrating on moving forward. That's like our big thing.
Okay, cool. So we've had a mending and we've had a gust while driving. Okay, cool. Karina and Timothy.
And I moved the totem.
Yeah.
Karina, what would you like to do?
Breakers.
Yeah, at this point, MVP, your company teammates are just ahead of you, and you're about neck and neck with Cerulean Dawn. Bloodbath and Beyond and Riker's Red Hand are just behind you.
Okay. Do you want to do something offensive? I can try something that's not with my hammer and see if it works.
Said in such an interesting way.
Yes, well.
Thoughts?
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right.
All right. Do you? I can wait if you need me to do something, or I can do the thing I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I would like to cast command on the driver of the person we're neck and neck with.
Hold on. I can.
Is that
maybe set this
Cerulean?
up.
Is that Cerulean?
Cerulean
Dawn?
No, I can't.
Dawn.
The ones that were just attacked. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And I would like to point at him. Is it him or her?
The driver is. That's a her.
Okay. I
Yep.
want to point at her and tell her self-sabotage. Because it's one word with a hyphen.
Oh boy.
If not, I can do a different thing.
Yeah. No, I mean I'll allow it, but do I get a save?
Yes, you do.
What is it? What am I checking against?
This person must do a.
Is it a charisma saving throw?
I'm
Oh,
just
wisdom.
double
Not sure.
checking.
Might be wisdom.
Things like that.
Within range, command, wisdom saving throw.
Is wisdom? Okay, cool. So let me just double check Silk's stats. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So wisdom?
Yes.
That's a fail.
Awesome,
Okay.
awesome.
We will figure out what she's doing in a moment.
Yep.
Karina.
No way that a cone-shaped spell aimed behind me could ever avoid the horses, is there?
Right, you would have to be very, very careful and aim the cone up so that the bottom part of the cone could maybe hit the drivers. Maybe.
I mean, that's what I want, because I want a color spray.
Hmm.
You can certainly try.
It's like, all I want to do is blind them, so as long as it hits their eyes, that's all that matters.
So this is the same ones that he's targeting? The
No,
ones that are just
behind.
you? Oh, okay.
The
You
ones
wanna
that
do
are
fully
attacking.
behind. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
the ones
fully
that decided to
behind.
go offense.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't want a spear in the back.
Yep, no, fair enough. If you would like to try that, we can certainly make a check.
Or I could play it safe and just vicious mockery.
I think I would. Ooh, I think I'd probably just make it a dexterity check to see how steady you can get your aim.
Pretty good at that.
Yep.
You know what?
And
we'll
and
try
then
it.
and then what I'm going to do is, because of how you're doing this, I'm going to allow them a reaction to maybe be able to duck out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
It won't be much, but yeah. Because I sort of envision this as you're turning around, instead of just shooting it off like you would normally, you're sort of having to take that moment with the bouncing of the chariot to try and aim over the horses. And it's like, well, shit, she's got nothing in her hand. And so they're ducking down to try and cover from it.
Shot. At least they're spending a turn ducking instead of attacking.
And that is what I would do, is I would actually treat at least one of them as using an evasion. So,
Would
so
it be?
they're taking the dodge action. Yeah.
Would it be a dexterity check or saving throw?
I'm making her do a dexterity check first.
Okay.
Okay, edit those.
And does Color Spray normally do a saving throw or not?
Color spray. I roll 6d10, starting with the creature that has the lowest hit points. Each creature affected by the spell is blinded until the end of your next turn. So it's
So
like
save
sleep,
normal.
but blind.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
And that was a dirty 20.
Oh. Yep. I will say that's good enough. All right. So because there's no save ordinarily, dirty 20. I'm going to make both of them do a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, and they have to beat a 20. And even though they're kind of taking the dodge action, this is ordinarily there's no save for this.
Nice.
So yeah. So that is
My 6d10 is 49.
well, that'll blind at least one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They both fail, but it won't be enough to get both of them. So
I don't suppose the driver is the one with the lower
I
hit
was about to
points.
say, roll me a d6. 1 to 3, it's the driver. 4 to 6, it's the partner.
Alright. Come on. 5.
5, it's the partner. Okay, cool.
Well,
does-
at least they're not
does.
throwing things at me.
Yep, that does mean that offensive actions are unavailable, even though they're dodging. How long does Color Spray last for? The blind condition?
Until my next turn.
Okay, cool. So even I will say on the next turn, the passenger is still not going to be able to take an offensive action, just because the blind will be wearing off. Okay, and Timothy, you did
Man.
command, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We've had.
She failed.
Yes. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to check these guys. Okay. So immediately, Sills from Cerulean Dawn sort of tries to move the chariot so that it is curving and kind of into the path of somebody else. Both as a means of, hey, look, I'm going to do damage to them, but if I'm not going straight for it, I'm slowing down. I'm going to make a check for her partner to pull the reins away from them. However, regardless of what happens, this is Cerulean Dawn's action. They're not going to be able to enhance or defend or do anything here. This is merely going to try and fight off the command. I rolled a 19 on the dice. So the self-sabotage doesn't happen, but that has neutralized their turn. Okay?
You got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Which is
that's
still
still
a good,
worth
it's
it.
still a it's still a good result.
Good turn. Yeah.
Yeah, anything you can do to neutralize an opponent, even if you're not doing damage, good result. So Bloodbath and Beyond were the ones directly behind you, so they're blinded. They
Funny
dodged.
name.
That's their turn out. Bloodbath and Beyond? I
Yeah,
thought it was
That's a
funny.
great
It's a
name.
Oh,
good
it was-
time.
It's
I
great.
thought it was great.
Perfect.
And Riker's Red Hand have not been affected by anything.
Yeah.
MVP are enhancing again. So
Oh, look
Riker's
at-
Red Hand.
They're the ones behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're the ones just behind you. Yep. Riker's Red Hand. Okay, so yeah, they're going to take advantage of the bright lights spraying out from one of the lead chariots. And they're not going to enhance. They are going to attack again. They're going to try and cripple that chariot with a natural 20.
Shit.
Against which one?
Bloodbath and Beyond, the one that you blinded.
Oh, okay.
They're taking advantage of that,
Mhm.
and they're going to see if they can just like take them out of the race while they're blinded.
And that was the one that attacked us. The first round.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a
Fun new Steam
total
name.
of Bloodbath. Beyond's good. Oh, there's a few ones I've got here, nerdy. This is just the ones that are in this race at the moment. So that is max damage because of the way I do crits plus dice, so that's 21 points of damage to their chariot. So their speed drops by 20. Yikes. They are going to be well behind now. So that is the end of that round. We are coming into the final round.
Okay.
So, at the end of this, Bloodbath and Beyond are so far back, they are unlikely to be able to pull this out now. Between being blinded, they're not going to be able to do much this round because of that, and I ruled the fact that the blind will last through this round. And the chariot is now that damaged, they're pretty much out of the race. Riker's Red Hand might be able to catch Karina and Tomothy. They're still within striking distance.
No, they won't.
Yep, that's all right. We're just putting them in places. Whipley and Olaf, you have now been overtaken by MVP.
How did they enhance?
They did 2 rounds. I'm not telling you. They did 2 rounds of enhancing, and so now they are actually about 20 feet ahead of you at the end of that last round.
Okay,
And
then 20 feet.
Cerulean Dawn, you neutralize their turn, so. Okay, yep. Karina and Tomothy are about in then. No, they've actually. Yeah. Okay, so currently it is MVP, Whipley and Olaf, Karina and Tomothy, with Cerulean Dawn not too far behind.
Okay.
So, final round.
All right, Whipley. I got 2 choices. I can either cast a suggestion spell on MVP and just have them turn the chariot around like they're got a bunch of bad kids in the back seat, or I could really damage their chariot. Which would you rather have me do?
Rather you tell the horse there's a snake.
Oh,
Okay, you
I
can
mean,
cast
do you
suggestion
have-
on the horse. It's not going to hurt them if you tell them there's a snake. Oh my god! And then they're going to run to the side.
But they would notice I cast a spell on the horse, though.
But it's not going to hurt the horse.
but they could inadvertently hurt themselves
Yeah.
because of the
Jerry,
spell.
You do have.
Sorry.
You can speak to horses. Can you tell the horse there's a snake?
Well, I currently have to speak with that.
Okay. If you tell the horses there's a snake, I will see if I can try to damage their chariot.
Okay. Deal.
So Olaf is going to cast Shatter on their chariot.
You're going to cast
And-
Shatter on MVP's chariot.
On MVP's chariot.
Okay. What's the size of that?
It is a.
That's a spicy maneuver.
This is a good play.
Dangerous.
It's a dangerous play. Yep.
I bonus action moved down closer in case something happened.
Oh,
You know the strength thing is closer again.
well, range is 60 feet, but it's a 60 feet range, but area is 10 feet.
10-foot radius? Or is it just 10 foot?
It just says area 10 foot.
Okay.
So I don't wanna hurt the horses. I just wanna to get their chariot.
It's just
Around.
this is one of those moving things where we've got to just be very careful about how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
So the range is fine.
Mhm.
Tell you what, you're trying to eyeball this. I'm actually going to make this a perception because you're sort of trying to perceive the right moment and the right place to be able to hit that shatter to do the most damage without hitting the horses. Plus, because you are not too far behind it, you don't want to hit that wrong moment and drive into it yourself. Even though it's an instant effect. If this goes off, oh hell yeah, but we've got to try and make it spicy.
Ooh, I got a 22.
22, hell yeah. I would
18 on
say
the
you,
dice.
you will be able to hit the back of that chariot pretty easily, which will encompass, of course, the wheels and the chariot itself. So what do I need to do?
I think it is a Constitution saving throw. And area. I think the. Let's see.
So one got a dirty 20 and the other got a 12.
Okay. And then the chariot itself also has disadvantage on the con save.
Yep, and does it take double damage or something? It's an object without a saving throw, so I'm just wondering.
Oh, okay. It doesn't say it does. It doesn't say it takes double damage.
Okay, cool. So you'll just do shatter damage to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't really have a saving throw, so it's just
Okay.
easy. So what was the DC?
The DC is 15.
Okay, cool. So one of them made it, the other one did not.
Okay.
So now roll for damage. Roll for damage! Damage? Roll for it.
That does 27 damage.
27.
That slows them down by 20 feet, does it not?
Oh, boy.
Well, weren't they already also in...
20 feet ahead
No,
of us.
that one was not damaged.
Okay.
What?
MVPs.
Before. They weren't damaged before.
Yeah, they
they
weren't
weren't
damaged
damaged
before.
before.
They are now. Because of the reinforcement they've done on their enhance, that does manage to dampen it a little. But not enough. It still slows them down. Doesn't slow them down as much as you might like, but you see the shatter spell go off, and both of the riders both kind of flinch, and one of them almost looks like he's about to tumble off before his ally just sort of reaches out without looking and sort of drags him back. And you sort of see the chariot bounce and buckle, but it doesn't seem to have the effect you truly wanted it to have. You picked the one set of guys that reinforced the chariot.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Damn it.
The first round they enhanced their speed, the second round they enhanced their chariot. But really fucking good play. That'll still slow them down. And Whipley, you were doing...
Snake! Get away! There's a... Not you guys. Snake! And I'm yelling at the other horses that there's a snake! Oh my god, get away from it! My horses are just running.
Okay, just
We made
out loud in
friends.
general.
No, I'm yelling with speak with animals.
Yep.
So in horse.
In horse.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, are you directing it somewhere, or are you just yelling it out loud for all horses to hear?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
gonna persuade every horse in the club except mine.
Doesn't work that way.
Thanks.
You could
I would-
either you
I
could
would correct
either
that.
try and persuade all horses that there's snakes and look out.
I just want to do the MVP's horses. I'm just fucking with them.
Okay. Huh. Yep. So after the incredibly loud noises, the shatter dies down, because that's a loud, thunderous boom. Shouting out into the sweating, pounding hooves and the crackling and the crunching of these fucking chariots bouncing over the earth. Whipley's voice cries out about snakes in horse. So she's on the back of this chariot, neighing and whinnying, specifically at the horses in front, which is also your horses, because they are also in front of you.
But I cast animal friendship on them, and they know I'm not lying. I'm being so cool.
You know
I'm a
what?
great
Make me a
horse
fucking animal handling check.
They know it's a competition. These are competition horses.
Look,
Straight roll?
we do bullshit here because it's funny.
Maybe you should whisper to them beforehand. Hey, I'm about to lie about a snake.
I'm
How'd you
done playing for today.
Aw.
That's one.
No, it's an 11. 11 plus
Okay.
6 is dumb.
So with an 11,
What's up?
what I'm going to say is, unfortunately, you spook MVP's horses a little bit,
Yeah.
but you also spook yours just a little bit. So it's unfortunately a zero-sum result. You would both maybe have your speed reduced, but it
And
will
that is my
balance out.
action, is it what?
You're speaking, you're shouting. So I mean, at most, I'd say it's a bonus.
That would, in
I
theory,
mean,
or hypothetically, put the rest of the riders gaining on them, correct?
Eventually. And I mean, Cerulean Dawn's been slowed, so the next closest people would be Timothy and Karina.
Because I bonus action moved the totem for strength buff in case anyone hits us.
Gotcha.
So I'm just gonna, that's my turn, so
Okay,
I
all right.
commit,
So yep,
awesome.
so that will
but also
bring us to
this turn.
yep, Karina and Timothy.
All right, Karina, what you got?
Brilliant Dawn has been neutralized this round.
Sorry.
Cerulean Dawn has been neutralized this round.
They will be able to act this round. They couldn't do anything last turn because
Who
of
was
the
the one?
command sabotage.
Who was the one that got knocked out? Was that Bloodbath and Beyond?
Bloodbath and Beyond
Yes.
are basically out of the race. Yeah, they got blinded, and then Riker's Red Hand took advantage and attacked their chariot, doing quite a bit of damage. So Riker's Red Hand are behind Cerulean Dawn. Cerulean Dawn's just behind you guys.
Are they like directly behind?
They're close. They're close enough that unless you speed yourself up or slow them down, it will be very tight at the end of this round.
And he did say it was the final round.
Yeah, this is the final round. So yeah, it's not guaranteed. It could go either way. I'm not going to tell you, obviously, but there is a
Right.
chance that they will pass you, or at least be equal with you, unless you sabotage them or slow or speed yourself up. But they still have their turn as well.
I could do two things.
Okay.
Now, one of them would be I could cast command again.
That's a spicy
On-
level 2, isn't it?
Oh, it's a level 1.
Huh.
Yes.
But-
spend those resources.
I could cast it on the who's directly behind us?
Cerulean Dawn.
Cerulean Dawn. Okay. I could cast it on Cerulean Dawn and tell the driver bail.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty fucking funny.
I could do that, or I do now have 2 attacks. I could use my Warhammer and try to fuck him up with a Divine Smite level 2.
Are they within 5 feet of reach, though?
I mean, look, the way I'm ruling this is if you guys want to make an attack, you can do it on the chariots that are next to you, just because it's just easier that way.
Right. So, Karina, what do you think? Should I try to get the driver to commit death, or should I smack him something good?
We have no guarantee that the other person in the chariots won't just pull them out of it like they did last time.
Well, Bale is jump out. I don't know.
They might
how
grab
much
her.
of a reaction.
It does waste the other person's turn.
That's the thing. Yep, it does. Yep, it does mean they lose a turn. They don't get to do their own thing. They're trying to say you've neutralized the driver's reaction and the passenger's reaction, or passenger's action. So there is that, provided she fails the save.
Provided, that's the issue.
I could also do a Wrathful Smite on the drivers of someone, and you know,
You
have
let me
them
know.
be afraid. That is another option.
I mean, one of the Cerulean people was already attacked, so
Yeah, the passenger was hurt defending the driver.
Okay. What is the most I could fuck them up? Do you have
Hey,
an
do you
idea,
g-
Karina?
Do you guys want me to take my turn while you figure it out?
No! Tell him to bail! Do it!
Yeah, just
Um,
It's funny!
well, my spell save DC isn't great.
Rule of cool.
Okay. Hold on. Let me check
Don't
my.
listen to me,
I'm actually
I'll be
gonna really
failing at this.
quickly. Sacred weapon, dueling, turn the unholy. They're unholy. Okay, I'm going to cast Command Bail on the driver.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Sills has already been affected by a command from you. And because they're close, she's watching you.
Oh, okay.
And so the moment you go to try and cast a command, she lifts her hands, snaps her fingers, and tries to counter you.
Shit.
She's not having any of it, not again.
But that's her reaction.
That's her reaction, yeah.
Well, okay. I should have just fucking smacked her with the hammer. Alright. I don't think I can do anything else.
Bonus action spiritual weapon.
If only.
That's her only
Yeah.
third level spell slot, so yeah. That's her.
Oh, she has a 3rd level spell slot?
Counter spell.
God
Counter
Yes.
spells
damn
are
it.
level spell,
Damn
yeah.
it.
Yeah, counter spell's a 3rd level spell. That's why it
Yeah.
automatically happened.
It
That's her
automatically
one.
succeeds.
That's her one 3rd level spell slot for the day. So any other event she's in,
Okay.
that's gone.
Right.
Oh, well, that's good.
Because this is the
Alright,
thing. Even if you guys don't win this, you are depleting resources from other people when they do
And
this.
we're
sort of
also
thing, too.
gonna come in 2nd and 3rd potentially, which is still
Yeah.
points.
Good chance, yeah. You may even pit first, depending on what MVP happens to MVP.
I had spell scroll for us level 1 spell scrolls from before. Was I still able to use those or no? Because I
If
just
you've-
determined.
anything you've had previously, you still have.
Beautiful. Okay. Great. Then I'm good on spells. I've got
Okay, you good?
4 1st level spells still because I had 2 1st level spells.
Okay, so nothing else?
I can't do anything else.
Okay, Karina.
Karina is going to vicious mockery the passenger of
Oh.
the Cerulean Dawn.
Okay.
Just keep them away. Because
Yeah,
at
I mean,
least we
this-
can get
this-
second, third.
This seems to be the go. All right. So what am I doing to a vicious mockery, and how are you mocking?
So vicious mockery is a wisdom saving throw, or they take 1d4 psychic damage, and they have disadvantage
I
on the
rolled a
next attack.
I rolled a 4 on the dice. They failed.
Oh
I
boy!
don't even need to check a modifier. That's a 4. They failed.
And she's just gonna yell back, "How's the dust taste?"
Ah.
That full-blown smoker's cough.
Super cagey today, Gummy.
Cagey. So what did he take damage wise?
KGB, what communism?
Oh my god. There's no
A
escape.
whole 2 damage.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
And the other thing being, because of the damage he had taken previously, that does filter through to the chariot. That's the 10-point threshold for their speed to slow.
Oh,
They literally only need to take 2 more points of damage for their chariot to slow. Because that's how I'm ruling it. If they take damage, it also filters through to the chariot.
Oh, okay.
So
I know,
she
I'm
just
not
sees
telling you
the
everything.
chariot suddenly like wobble after she yells. So she's like, "Oh."
Well, put it this way: he gets viciously mocked. He goes to open his mouth to retort, chokes on the dust, and kind of and accidentally nudges the driver, and the driver, and so they lose a little bit of speed as they move. So
So does that mean my shatter spell also, since it also hit the 2 driver and the passenger as well as the chariot?
maybe.